But we start with our Newsmaker segment and talk with the president of the Kansas City, Missouri Police Board. Leland Shuren is a local attorney appointed to the board by former Governor Jay Nixon in July 2015. Shuren and his fellow commissioners are in the process of hiring a new chief, looking at staffing questions, dealing with a rising homicide rate, and facing a variety of other complicated issues. Joining me to talk about as many as we can in a few minutes, Board President Commissioner Leland Shuren. Commissioner, welcome to Ruckus. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
You're down to two finalists, Major Smith and Chief Humphrey. How close are you on the board to making a decision?
Well, I don't know. This evening we will have, while this show is going on, the public will have an opportunity to ask questions of these two candidates, two finalists, and then Friday morning the board will interview each of them again in a private session. Then we'll have to make a decision as to whether or not and when we will make the
Do you think
decision.
it'll be fairly soon, a matter of days rather than a matter of weeks or months?
Well, it won't be months, that's for sure. It might be weeks, it might not. I just have to see how much information we have on each as of Friday morning.
Well, you've met with these people before, have you not?
Oh, sure.
So you must have some idea of what they bring to the job and what you would expect of them.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Which one I prefer is up in the air because I don't know, and I think that's true of the other board members. We just need to watch them and see.
Maybe
how
they're both attractive candidates.
They're both great
Obviously,
candidates.
or you wouldn't have them as the finalists in the competition.
That's absolutely true.
So when you do get a new chief, when you decide on one, what are you going to assign to him as the priorities to deal with?
Well, obviously our crime rate is too high and needs to come down. We need more officers on patrol. We need more community policing. We need to make decisions, Mike, that we're now holding off on. Body cameras and staffing and some consolidation with the city, because it doesn't seem to me to be particularly fair for us to make those decisions now without the input of a new chief.
Over the years on this program, and as we were talking before we started recording the program, it's been 20 years, and frequently there have been discussions about the Kansas City, Missouri Police Board state control versus city control. Now the commissioners are appointed by the governor, and a lot of people think it should be under city control. Obviously, you must agree with state control of the police department serving on the police board. Is that a fair assessment of your position?
Well, as I've told Sly James, the mayor, I'm not the spokesperson for the way the board is currently constituted, but I do like it. I don't particularly agree with you, Mike, that it is state control. I'm local. I've been here 74 years. The other members of the board are all local people. It is not local political control, but we are local people who
It's state
care
political control.
Well, it's state who appoints us.
Well, it's the governor of the state. If that's not a political position, I don't know what is.
Well, he appointed me. I've never heard from any governor since the governor called me and said, I'm appointing you to this board. As
you well know, the homicide rate is a higher level this year than in the preceding year and in some years before that.
Correct.
But you know, I've always wondered, can a police department really do anything to control the homicide rate? I mean, after all, homicides are often the result of acts of passion, can't be predicted. Is that really something a police department can control?
Not very well. We'd have to have a police officer in every home and every street corner to stop all the homicides, and even then, I don't know if it would do it. It is something that the public and the media look at quite a bit, as though it is an affirmation of how well the police department is doing, and that's not particularly fair. I do think overall, we need to look at crime rate.
Let me ask you a quick final question. When Chief Forte retired, he took with him $500,000 he had accumulated through vacation time that he hadn't used and compensatory time. I think a lot of people were startled by that $500,000 in addition then to his retirement pensions. Were you stunned by that?
I was surprised, yes. I did not know, and no one on the board knew that that was, that he had
Are you going
accumulated
to make
that.
certain that that doesn't happen again?
Absolutely.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for coming in. Appreciate your time. Good luck in making this important decision.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to be here.
That is Kansas City, Missouri Police Board President Leland Shuren. Now let's meet the panel and start a ruckus.